lovely people. So welcome to the first day of yoga with Kelly, me. So there's a few of you, hello, that don't know me. So I thought before we go any further into our yoga lesson, I'm going to talk about myself. Oh, a whole hour. I'm just going to talk. No, in about a few minutes, I'm just going to kind of tell you about me so we can get to know one another. And I think that way it will probably make you feel a little bit better for the lessons ahead. So, who am I? My name is Kelly. I came from a very beautiful place called Blackpool in England, northwest of England, and my upbringing was colourful and difficult and amazing and full of love, yet alone. So in a nutshell, I started work at the age of 11. This was a very difficult time of story sometimes. I left home at 15. I had no qualifications, came out of school with no qualifications. And then, what did I do then? Then I got drawn towards the entertainment industry. I was a singer and dancer, and I became a red coat, which is like an animation person. And I learnt my trade, singing and dancing. And then I went to Cyprus and Spain. I wasn't singing full time, I was mainly dancing. But then I worked on the cruise ships, and it took me years actually. I got promoted to having my own band, being a jazz singer. And then I pretty much travelled the world on cruise ships, jazz singing. And then I split up from the bass player. Another story in itself. And I became to be solo. In two senses of the word, was in England, was singing, got booed off stage, and I did a talent show and didn't have enough money to pay my rent. And long story short, found myself crying in the shower, not knowing what I was going to do. And my friends who were singers said, you know what, Kelly, this is just a bad day in the office. You know, just keep doing what you love. If you love it, do it. Follow your heart. And that really stuck with me. So long story short, I collaborate with a musician called Rob, who's just an amazing musician. And then we decided to go to India, and we did an India contract for about, well, all in all I did it for 5 years, but with him we did a 6-month contract. And just happened, I never looked it up, never went to India for it, I just happened to stumble across a yoga lesson. So yeah, I went with my friend Jen and just went for one lesson. And I had no idea what it was. I was drinking and smoking a lot at that point, very much making drama in my own life. I'm okay to say that now, I realised it was kind of a lot of the stuff that was going on. And I found yoga. And I did one lesson, and I had a clue what I was doing, but I liked it. And after the lesson, I was like, like that. Don't know why, I like it, so I kept following it. Long story short, then they said, do you want to do a yoga teacher training? Because I was there for another 6 months on my own, and my friend Jenny went back to France, and I said, I don't want to do anything else. You know, I've got nothing to do in the day. I was working at night singing, a lounge singer, from 7 until 11, so the days were free. So I thought, yeah, sign me up. And that's when things started to unfold. So, would you like to unfold with me? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what to expect in the lesson, so you're not thinking we're going to be doing handstands and splits. So before we get started, this style of yoga I am an expert in is called Hatha yoga, and it's like the foundations of yoga basically. So what we're going to do is, if you're used to a different style of yoga, maybe some of you are, and you're used to a fast practice, I invite you to just have an open mind, slow down, and just really take space to breathe, because usually in a faster practice we don't always have time for that. And for people that haven't done this before and haven't done any yoga before, lots of love and respect to you, because I know what it's like to be there. Just have an open mind. Trust that my intention is good, and I really want to relax you with these yoga techniques which have helped me for so long. Especially through the dark nights of England at the moment. I want to guide you to just feel a little bit peaceful. It can be chaotic and lonely and exciting and all kinds of things over Christmas. So I think that what we're about to do, or should I say I know this will help you find a little bit of peace over Christmas. So that's my serious bit. What we're going to do, so we're going to warm up the body first with, spinal flexes. There's a lot of tension usually on the neck, Then we're going to do some simple poses, very simple, and we're going to implement the breath. So when we say where we're breathing from, if you can, you don't have a blocked nose, we're going to breathe in and out the nose. There's a deeper reason to why we're doing this, but for the time being, just breathe in and breathe out the nose. If you can do that, you're going to feel light and fluffy and amazing at the end of the lesson, I promise. We're going to awaken, so this yoga is going to be all about the movement and the body in these lessons. In what I do in my coaching is different. It's completely different. So in these lessons, it's going to be moving the body and really listening to it and being aware of where it's going. Ow, mother. So we just want to increase awareness of how you're feeling in your body, which is really important for the first part of getting to know ourselves. So then we're going to do some side twists. I know they're my favourite, to be fair, but I know that they're good for me. And then forward folds. And then backward bends, a little cobra, very simple, cat-cow, and then relaxation, cobbler, and a few surprises along the way, which are going to help you feel amazing and fabulous. So are you ready? If you are, give me a namaste. Namaste. Okay, so first things first, we're going to set an intention, and the intention means what we intend to do in this lesson. So for me, I intend to relax these people I don't know, or I do know and love dearly, on the other side of this screen, and also to learn something myself, and to relax my body, and to have more space in the head. Sometimes it's cluttered. So that's my intention. My other intention is to relax you guys in any which way I can by moving and breathing. So you find your intention now. Palms facing up. Close your eyes. Again, it doesn't have to be cross-legged. Remember, if you're like this, feel free to go on a chair. Just get comfy. Close your eyes and just pay attention to the breath. It doesn't have to be a forceful breath first. Just breathe in and breathe out. Now bringing in that intention, whether it's just to release some tension in your back or to feel less stiff. Putting this hour aside for you, which represents self-care. Just breathing now, long and slow if you can, through the nose. Gently open your eyes. Nice. We're done. That's all we need to do. So now we're going to do, there is going to be noises by the way. We're in Bali. I didn't tell you, I'm in Bali, one of the best places I've ever been to. I wanted to live here, and now I do. So there's some cockroaches and some bikes and some geckos, all sorts going on. So just be aware of that. Be aware of the sound, but if you can, just don't get too sucked into it. It's easy done. So now we're going to awaken our body. So standing up, and what we're going to do is just move our hips and do some spinal twists. Moving our arms. Oh, that feels good. Get it out. Again, if you can, tap one hand to heart and one hand to the back of your hand to the back of your body. Again, if you have any questions on why we'll do this, you can ask me. Cracking on. Feeling into your hips. And relax. So now we're going to shake. So you're going to shake your hands, stay still and grounded, and just shake your hands up and down. Not bonkers, but it's good for the nervous system. Shake it all out. I'm going to do circles. I teach this to my clients, Brenda, Selene, and Lana, they all know this. And the other way. Well done. Up to the sky, all the way down to the side, and relax. Again for a moment, palms facing up, close your eyes and just notice the energy that you've cultivated by moving. So again, focus on your breath. Keep focusing on the breath, breathing in and out the nose. And gently open your eyes, and you're going to place one hand on your heart and one hand on your stomach. And here, a lot of my students and clients find it hard to breathe, and that's very natural. So what we're going to do is just investigate where you're breathing from. So you're going to exhale and see, just observe where you're breathing from. So it should be maybe the stomach, the chest, or the throat. So stay here for a moment and just be the observer. Try not to judge it. So again, paying attention to the inhale and the exhale. When you're moving. Okay, so whatever you have in your head, whether it's stomach, chest, or throat, it's fine. Whatever you're breathing is fine, but just be aware of that. If you would like, throughout the practice, if you can, try and use a diaphragmic breath. And the reason why is because you're going to get you relaxed by using this breath. So you're going to inhale, push the stomach out, and exhale, push it in. If it has to be forced for the time being, that's okay. So breathe, stomach comes out, and exhale, stomach comes in. Close your eyes, and breathe out. And again. Stay here for a little bit longer. Again, just paying attention to the breath. Allowing yourself to have this time to breathe. Knowing the slow is the new fast. And release. Nice, well done. So just be aware of these areas, if you can, while you're doing your practice. And also breathe in and out through the nose. Okay, so what we're going to do now, neck. I hold a lot of tension on my neck. So we're just going to do left and right. So you're going to move your head to the left shoulder and then your right. So paying attention to the breath. You don't have to force it. And exhale. See if you can just notice how the neck feels. Oh, ouch. Being kind to yourself, it's not easy. And if it is easy for you, focus on the breath. Remember, everyone's at different parts of the journey. Close your eyes. Get even more focused on the area. A few more. And to the center. Now we're going to do a semicircle, so it's going to be left ear to left shoulder, and then right ear to right shoulder. But if you can, which might be a little bit discomfort for a few of you, slow it down. So the more you can slow it down as slow as possible, like a sloth. So close your eyes. Again, do a natural breath here. Just pay attention to that stiffness, or whatever you're feeling, just honoring it. Try not to label it. All the way back. And you're on time. Allowing yourself to feel the body. Now to the center, and then we'll do the other side. Right ear to right shoulder and all the way around. And going back. Noticing any stiffness just by moving. A few more. Well done, keeping that breath. And to the center. Well done. For me, like I said, I've been doing this a long time, my shoulders still hurt. So it's just working with that and just being aware of it, okay? It's just normal. Okay, so palms facing in front of each other. Cross over, so you're giving yourself a hug. Don't give yourself a hug just yet. And wrist to wrist, it can look like this. So you're going to inhale, bring the arms up. This doesn't have to be a massive movement. And exhale, come down. So you're going to use the breath and the movement together now. So breathe in through the nose. And breathe out from the palms. I'm going to do 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Don't forget to smile. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now undo, and we'll do the same the other way. So again, wrist to wrist, it doesn't have to be hand to hand. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, paying attention to the shoulders. Breathe out. Nice. 1 more. Exhale. And release. Well done. Okay, so for my favourite bit now, standing still. I chose a job where I could just do nothing for a bit. So, feet together. The power of stillness. So important. People want to be moving all the time. I used to move all the time, but the question was why? Because I was avoiding the pain I didn't want to feel. And I'll leave that there with you. So, that means that when we're more still and we create more space, we can just reflect a little bit more. And I'll leave that with you. Okay, so now we're going to do stick pose. So this is basically just standing with our feet together, rounding your shoulders, check that your tailbone's tucked in, and you're going to put your hands, thumbs to sternum to the namaste. And if you can, if you don't feel too wobbly, then close your eyes. And we're just going to stay here for a minute. Again, allowing yourself to just breathe and breathe out. Paying attention to the breath in the nose and breathe out. Keeping this focus for about a minute and being aware of the body. Any discomfort throughout this practice, just honor and listen to your body. Preparing you for the lesson ahead, just breathe in and breathe out. Ten more seconds. And gently open your eyes. Nice. So we're going to do our first sun salute. If you are new to this practice, just follow me. It's going to be slow and precise. And for the people that are used to a different practice, again, allow yourself to really feel the body and feel the breath. If it's slower, again, you'll be able to go deeper into your practice. So, here we go. Again, checking in with your body. So my bum tends to stick out. Tailbone in. Thumbs to sternum. Inhale, arms come out all the way to the side. That's a breath in. Then tiny backward bend, and then breathe out as you come forward. Remember, it is not how far we go. Do not be fooled that yoga is about flexibility, as it's not. It's poppycock then. So you just want to stay here wherever you are. Just breathe in and breathe out. Listening to your body. Maybe you feel it on the back of your legs, you feel shaking. And then bend your knees, palms facing, palms down, and step back with that left leg, and the left knee will land. Then you're going to inhale, arms come up. This is a mindful technique too. Breathe in, and then breathe out, looking at the fingertips all the way down. Try and introduce the breath if you can. So palms come down all the way onto the palms, and you're going to step back now with your right leg. So here, your hip width apart, bending your knees and push back. Relax your head, slightly bend the elbows, and stay here. This might be like, what? If you're first time doing this, just bend the knees and push back. Relaxing the head. Stay there with the breath if you can. Nice. Diaphragm comes out, and exhale. And you're going to straighten the legs and come down to plank. So here, it's going to look like navel in, so pushing in that cord, and then looking down at your mat. Natural breath here. Then knees down, uncurl the toes, and you're going to come to child pose. Curl your toes to child pose. You can tell I'm a songwriter. Forehead to mat. The forehead's going to kiss the mat, You're going to stay here and again breathe. Just allow yourself to be still. The magic of this amazing style of yoga. Just being still. If you have any knee injuries or anything like that, or it's hurting, then come out of this pose. You can even put a cushion behind. But this is really honouring your body. So any discomfort, stop. Come up to cat pose, and hips come down. Your chest will come down, and hands either side of the chest, and the elbows come in. Now your feet are going to be together, and this is a tiny cobra. Also to let you know, if there's a few of you with injuries or limitations, send me a message and I will let you know about the poses that you can and can't do. It's important that you're not hurting yourself, okay? So, cobra. Elbows in, forehead to mat. You're going to lift your head and soften the shoulders. So again, if you can, drop your shoulders and no weight onto the hands. This can look different for everybody. So again, we're just making sure you're feeling it from the lower back. And if you can, focus on your breath now, while honouring that stretch. This is a great pose to prevent any backache, and to increase strength in your back. Next. Remember, this can look different for different people. But don't push yourself. Now, placing the hands back, curl your toes. They should be about hip-width apart now. And then push your hands, put the weight onto your hands, come back to that downward dog. Adjust your feet if you need to, bend the knees and push back, slightly bending the elbows. Relaxing the head and stay here. Again, you're stretching out the upper part of the body, relaxing the head as much as you can do, and stay here. Bending the knees and focusing on the breath. If your heels are down, then just focusing on the breath. But going deeper into the practice, is there any other areas you need to focus on in this area? Now stepping the left foot forward, we're going to do the opposite side, your right knee line into the lunge, and then inhale, come up. Backward bend. And exhale, follow the fingertips down. If you can increase that focus, that's going to help you in the practice. But be kind to yourself. It's your first one. So, come forward to forward fold. Again, doesn't matter how far we are. Relax your hands, relax your head. Bend your knees if you need to. And stay put. Again, really listening and honor your body. Allow this time to investigate how your body feels. Inhale, arms come up. Hands come together. To namaste. Well done. So, there'll be lots going on in your head, even if you've done this for a while. Be the observer of your thoughts and try not to judge yourself. Be really kind. If this is the first time you've done yoga, or even if it isn't, just be patient, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and it's all about just giving yourself this time. So don't think, oh, I should be here. It's not about the destination, it's about the process, how we get there. And in my journey, it's been amazing. So just be really kind and compassionate to yourself. Yoga classes that try and push you, sometimes are just a bit too masculine, and it's not necessarily what we need. There is a time for that, but in this practice, it's about really getting to know yourself, your body. So we're going to do it again. All that aside, try and keep focused, no talking. From me, inhale, come up. Backward bend, exhale, come forward. Relaxing your head, paying attention to the back of the legs. Closing your eyes, and again, just breathing into this. The more you relax with the breath, the further you'll go. Keep connecting to the breath.
Bending the knees now, palms come down, and the left leg will come back again, left knee.
Check your hips are facing forward, engage your stomach muscle by sticking the stomach in, and inhale, arms come up. Backward bend, you can feel it on your hip opening maybe. Exhale, come down.
Palms come down to a downward dog, so press that right foot back, hip width apart, bending knees and push back. And then get comfy as comfy downward dog as it can be. It's a really good stretch, really good for you. Stay here. Listening to your body, the heels want to come down, then again allowing that, but try not to force. Coming through now to plank pose, being strong in your arms, strong in your stomach, knees down, uncurl your toes to kiss the forehead to the mat. Stay here. This is one of my favourite poses, my friend Hannah as well. Just this crazy world, just stop. Just stop and breathe. Now bringing that up to all fours, transferring the weight to the hands, and then the hips come down. See? Cracking on. Hands either side of your chest. Coming up to a backward bend. Stay here. Again, honouring and listening to the body. Closing your eyes, check that your shoulders are nice and soft. Elbows are into the body. Well done. Lowering the head, check your feet now, are curled and the hip width apart. Put that weight onto the hands, push all the way back to that downward dog again. So adjust your knees if you need to, bend the knees and push back. Stay here. I spend most of my life upside down. Stay here with a breath. Check the weight is even on the left and the right hand, slightly bending the elbows. Nice, well done. Step that left foot forward and the right knee lands. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Breathing and moving, if you can put these two together. Awesome. Step forward with that right leg. However far you are, it can be hands behind the calves. And tuck yourself in. Or it can be holding the elbows and relaxing the head. Again, it doesn't matter where we are on the journey as long as we're taking this time to relax ourselves. Inhale, come up. Palms together. Namaste. Nice. There's a high five. Okay, so I'm going to do tree pose. Physically, so good. So good for your hip, this pose. When I go into my coaching sessions, it has a bigger meaning for this pose. But what I will tell you in this lesson, it isn't how we fall, it is how we rise. It's not how we fall, it is how we rise. So, I don't know how many times I've said that over the last 10 years, but it's helped me so much. And people have called me the resilience goddess because of this pose. So, you're going to do feet together, check your head, neck and back are straight. I say straight, just alert. So again, I tuck my tailbone in and lengthen up into the spine. Check that my shoulders are soft. I get my focus. So look at one thing. I'm looking at a leaf on the wall right now. All the way onto that left foot. Check where the weight is on the front of the foot and the heel. And when you're ready, bring your foot to your inner calf. Remember, it's not how big the tree is. It's about how focused and rooted the tree is. So it can look like this. Never on the joint. That's not good for our joints. Above or below the joint. So it can look like this. Remember, everyone's journey is different. So check your hips are facing forward. Thumbs to sternum. Don't forget to smile because you're looking after yourself. And look at the wall. Not the wall. Look at whatever you're looking at. Stay here with the breath. Increasing focus just by standing on one leg. Increasing the strength of your ankle to prevent any injuries. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Slowly release that foot down. And release your hands. Let's feel that. A little bit of wiggle. So, on the right foot, again, all weight onto that right foot. Get your focus again, whatever it may be. Left foot onto the inner calf or upper thigh, thumbs to sternum, and get that focus. For all those perfectionists out there, it really isn't about being perfect and having to stay here. Don't pop a blood vessel or anything. You can fall, it's okay to fall and wobble. In fact, that's part of the journey. But again, just stay here, keep still, and use the breath. Don't be afraid of falling, because that's how we learn. Easier said than done, but this helps us as pose. Stay here. Keeping this focus. Don't forget to smile. Softening the shoulders. 10 more seconds. And release. Really well done. Again, a little bit of a wiggle with your hips. And a little bit of a rotation there. Always cracking. Feels good. Okay, so now we're going to do Konasana, which is basically a twist. It's going to be a side twist. So let me show you first what this looks like, because it's the breath and the movement together. So my right arm by my right ear, softening my shoulders, and I'm going to breathe as I bend. So it'll be breathe in for 1, 2, hold the breath here, so don't breathe for 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and breathe out, 2, 1. Don't breathe as you move the arms, and then left arm to left ear, we breathe in. Hold your breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, and then release. Okay? So again, it will give you something to think about. So 1 foot apart, right arm to right ear. Exhale your breath here. Now breathe in through the nose. 1, 2. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. No breathing for a minute. Left arm, left ear. Breathe in. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. And release. And again. Breathe in. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. And again. And make sure that you're not coming over. You're aware of your body. Hold here. One last time. Breathe in. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Last time. This side. Breathe in. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. And release. Really well done. And again, it's good for concentration and also great to do for the lungs and increasing your lung capacity. So, one I love to do, Talasana. So, round your shoulders, hip width apart. We're going to go up onto your toes by raising your hands at the same time. A lot of my clients and people I know on this will know this already. But do this so it's the first time you've done it. And again, it will increase concentration. Get you nice in the moment. Remember, yoga is helping us to be in the present moment. And when we're in our head, we're usually in the future or the past. So let this pose allow you to be in this present moment, this second that I'm talking from Bali right now. Are you ready? Hip width apart, rounding your shoulders, exhale. Inhale, come up. 1, 2, hold your breath again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down in 2 seconds. 1, 2. If you can, your hands and heels at the same time. So you're going to do the other arm. 1, 2. Hold your breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 2 arms. Breathe in. Come up onto your toes. If you have any injuries, then honor and don't do this pose. Exhale. Left over right wrist. Inhale. It's all about the breath in this pose. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Synchronicity. 1, 2. Cross over. Inhale. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Last time, arms out to the side. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale in 2, 1. Nice. We'll do this one more round. Inhale. Right arm come onto the toes. 1, 2. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out the nose. 2, 1. Other side. 1, 2. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 1. Keep that focus. You're doing really well. 1, 2. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 1. Left over right. Inhale. 1, 2. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale in 2, 1. Opposite side. Inhale. It's all about the breath. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 1. Arms out to the side. 1, 2. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. And relax. Really well done. Again, there's a bigger reason why we're doing this. It's really good for your lungs and your body. Trust me.
And now we're going to sit down. So again, either on a chair, on a cushion, or cross-legged, or Padmasana. Front. Again, whatever's good for you. Remember that you're not distracted. So you're going to do Yoga Mudra. Now it's a forward fold. So left hand to right hand. You're going to put your hands behind your back. Let me show you what this looks like. Like this. So you're going to stay here for a moment. Close your eyes and again, just breathe. Don't force your breath, just observe your breath. Being aware of all the poses that we've done so far. Observe your body. Gently open your eyes and let's start with Yoga Mudra. So inhale. Little bit of an arch, and then exhale, turn to your right knee and just push yourself a little bit to your right knee. Tuck your head in and stay here. Again, it doesn't have to be like this. Remember, it's not the destination, it's the journey. So, honoring, stay here. Use the breath. Any discomfort, again, stop and listen to your body. Inhale, come to the center. Exhale, with a twist. Forward fold. Checking in with the body. Inhale, come up. Then backward bend and see how far forward you can go. Just until the body says no. And then tucking the head in. Using your hand as a paperweight to push yourself down, but the longer you're here, the more yourself, you'll open your hips. So just stay here for a moment. If you feel any discomfort, then just bring yourself back up. I can't say it enough, it isn't how far forward we fold, it's about what we do when we're in that stationary position. So honouring it, observing it, being aware of it, and use that breath. Inhale, come up. And exhale, release. Nice. Well done. So now we're going to go to cat-cow. One of my favourite poses for the spine. So you're going to have 2 fists width apart, hands out in front of you, like that. Hopefully you can see me. So here is a spinal flex. Let me show you first how to look. You're looking right down at your mat. Take an inhale in neutral. And then exhale, push your hands away from the mat and tuck your head in, as far as it will go. Then inhale, tailbone to the ceiling, a sexy pose. Eyes to the ceiling. And then exhale. Do this as slowly as possible. Again, anyone with my friend Emma, if you've got back problems, this will help you. But do this really slowly. I say back problems, I mean sciatica. If you slipped a disc, then you do this pose. Tucking your head in. Inhale.
I'm going to leave you with this for about a minute. Tucking your head in. Closing your eyes and again observing. Being kind to yourself. Well done. Breathing in. Opening your heart, tailbone to the ceiling. And exhale all the way. See if we can focus on the parts of our neck we don't always move. And come to neutral. Well done. So you're going to come onto your back now very slowly. Again, one of my favourite moves. I made these lesson plans not only for all my friends and students out there, their favourite lesson plans, but also my favourite poses. So heels, soles of the feet together. You're going to place your feet onto the mat. Motorbikes everywhere here, symbolic. So one hand onto heart and one hand onto the stomach. And here you might even need to use cushions. So for example, if you need to put a cushion here, like that, feel free. If not, free fall, if it feels comfortable. Alan likes to put 2 cushions underneath the knees, that really helps. So you can use blocks. Or if you're used to this pose, then just relax. But if it's any discomfort, then undo your knees and put cushions underneath it. Close your eyes. One hand on heart, one hand on stomach. And observe the breath. If you can focus on the stomach breath, that'll help in this pose. Sending yourself love just by this action alone, putting this time aside. I know how huge that is for people putting this time aside. So inhale, and exhale. Opening the hips just by allowing yourself to be still while observing them, knowing your limits, knowing yourself. Stay here for a little bit longer. Continuing to connect to the breath. Releasing your hands, and then use the support of your hands to either bring your knees up, move your cushion or blocks, and then bring your knees into Padamuttanasana, which is just cosmic egg pose, my friend Gina says. So knees to chest. If you need to, moving your knees around, circling the hips. Not circling the hips, but circling the knees. It's hot here in Bali, that's my excuse. And the other way. I can hear my friend saying, stop saying it's hot, it's cold here. Just listening to the hips. This is a counteract pose from that cobbler pose. And relax. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do relaxing. So, I stress, do not leave in this pose. Relaxation, I feel, is the most important pose of them all. True. So palms facing up, get back down. Don't decide to go do your to-do list. This will really help you. For all the people that can't stop, you need this pose. Trust me. And I need this pose. It's my pose I've avoided for years. So palms facing up. Relaxing your ankles. Again, you're using a cushion underneath your knees if you struggle with back pain. And stay here. Over the next 8 minutes, I'm going to relax you from head to toe. All you need to do is follow my instructions, observe your monkey mind, which is the chatter in your head, and see how focused you can pay attention to each body part. When you get distracted, which you will, just keep coming back to the body part and the breath, and allowing yourself to be still. Not only is this good for your body, this is good for your nervous system. In this overstimulated world, Shavasana can really help you increase your health in your mind and your body. So observing the rise and fall of your breath. Being aware of everything that you've done today in today's yoga lesson. Trying something new or trying something old with a new mindset. Putting breath into the body. Our sun salutations, our tree pose, our focusing poses, our cat-cow, our forward folding, our hip opening, and now being still. Still in the body and just observe the thoughts. This isn't about clearing the mind, just staying still and being the observer, using the breath. Observing the rise and fall of your breath. Bringing your attention to your toes and feet. Be aware of everything they do and have done, and tell them to relax. Just with the power of thought, tell your toes and feet to finally relax, piece by piece. Scanning the body from toe to head. Bringing your awareness now to the ankles and your calves. Knowing all the poses, increasing the ankle strength and the calves with downward dog, and tell them to relax, piece by piece. Continuing to connect to the breath, bring yourselves back to the present moment, the very moment. Bringing your awareness now to the shins and your knees, being aware of every bend, every day, and now tell your knees to soften. The power of intention, focusing on this area, completely relax your knees and the front of your legs, piece by piece. Allowing your body to be still, honoring, allowing whatever comes out. Bringing your awareness now to the upper and inner thighs, the muscles within them, and tell them to relax, completely relaxing the thighs. Being aware of all the sounds around you, trying not to let it distract you from your body and your breath. Using that as a challenge to focus on your thighs and your breath. The only thing that matters right now is focusing on yourself. So you have even more energy and clarity for all those people you love. It's not selfish, it's self-care. Completely relaxing your thighs. Bringing your awareness now to your hips, your pelvic area, everything that they do. And tell your hips to relax. The root chakra, pelvic area and hips. Completely relaxing the hips. Now bringing the focus to the stomach, the digestive system, and now your heart, the lungs. Keeping focus on the stomach and heart. Scanning the body, and again being the observer of the chatter, it's very normal. Keep coming back to the breath. This is your time. Bring your awareness to your shoulders and neck. Any tension, being aware of that, releasing it with the breath, or even just for more movements for the day ahead. For the next 11 days, we're moving our body, being aware of the shoulders and neck. Bring focus to your arms, your upper and your lower arms, the wrists, hands and fingertips. Again, being aware of everything they do. Tell them to relax, even the end of your fingertips. Keep connecting back to that rise and fall of your breath. Bring your awareness now to the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, ears, the jaw, tongue. Relaxing the whole of your face with a slight smile. Being aware and proud that you continue to put yourself first, for the first time maybe. Take the next few moments to observe the breath. This is your time. Slowly moving your toes and your fingertips, bring yourself back into the room, into your body. And when you're ready, slowly roll on to your right side, and using your right elbow as a pillow, your left hand onto the side of your body, bending your knees, and stay here. Just observe any differences from starting this lesson. It's my job as a guide to teach you to experience. If you've experienced something in this lesson that's helped you, or you notice something, that's where the magic is.
Bringing yourself up with the support of your hands to a comfy cross-legged seated position. It doesn't even have to be cross-legged, just comfy. Keep your eyes closed. Being the observer again. And we're going to finish our practice with breathing techniques. A very short practice to set us up for the day. Following my instruction, breathing in for 3 in the nose. Breathe in, 2, 3. Breathe out, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds. Breathe in, 2, 3. Breathe out, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Opening your eyes. For breathing technique number 2, put your hands underneath the chest. Feel the rib cage. Exhale your breath. And we're just focusing on the rib cage going out and in for 3 seconds, in and out. You ready? Inhale. Exhale. I'll guide you. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Keep focus on this area. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Release. Fingertips now to the clavicle area. This just below your collarbone. There's your fingertips. This will be a 2-second breath in and 2-second breath out. So watch me first. I'm going to do 3 rounds of breathing in this area, not the chest or the stomach, just this area. Breathe in. Breathe out. And release. One hand onto the stomach, diaphragmatic breath. So you're going to push out the stomach on the inhale and exhale, navel in. We're going to do this for 4 seconds. This might feel alien to start off with, but be patient with yourself. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3. Navel in. 1. Round 2, outwards. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, outwards. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hand. Keep your eyes closed and just be the observer. Putting more breath into the body can give you more energy for the day ahead. Make you feel balanced and calm. Again, no forced breath, just natural. Rub your hands together, creating heat. Feeling the element of heat is important for your senses. Cup your hands, place them over your eyes. And again, just observe to see how you feel. How your mind feels, your monkey mind, your body. Stay there for a moment. Again, reflecting and being aware of everything you've done in today's practice. Knowing my intention and my lesson was to move you and to relax you for the holidays ahead. For anything that will come your way, and when we're clearer and calmer, we can approach that in the best way possible. Bring your hands to Namaste. It's an honor to guide you, it truly is. Hopefully you got something from this lesson. I know I did, sharing what I love to amazing people. Namaste. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. I'm very aware that there's lots of noises, but for me that is life. There's always going to be distraction, but use it as a challenge. If it's too loud, then I'll make sure that I'll work on that for day 2 tomorrow. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Any questions? So if you have any limitations or injuries and you're worried that certain poses you can't do, send me a DM, a private message on Instagram if you can, Yoga with Kelly J, and I'll get back to you. Or if you don't do Instagram, then send me an email via yogawithkellyj@gmail.com with some questions, and I'll get back to you within the next 24 hours. Lots and lots of love from you. Wave all the friends out there, you're like, oh, she's very serious. I was just very, very focused on making it I just know that people need this over Christmas, and so that's why I was like this, because I just hope that you get something from it, because I know it can be chaotic or whatever's going on. So much fun coming away. I am going to see you through this little window tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, guys. Namaste.